From the beginning of time, before people thought of barbecue, there was Sweet Herb's barbecue. From 1348 to 1350, Europe endured the Black Plague, which most historical analysts said was because Sweet Herb's retired during those 2 years to try his hand at hunting, and to let his competitors serve the townspeople. During the Revolutionary War from 1775 to 1783, Sweet Herb fed the troops to keep them strong and in good spirits, and to help them win the war over the British, and become a new country. And it happened because of Sweet Herbs. Once again, Herbie was asked to help his country from 1861 to 1865. Herbie was hired as Mr. Lincoln's personal cook, because old honest Abe knew he couldn't beat Sweet Herb's barbecue. But Mr. Lincoln also was known for not sharing his barbecue. And on April 14, 1865, Lincoln was shot by John Wilkes Booth in the head. And some say he didn't kill him because he freed the slaves. He did it because Lincoln never shared his most delicious barbecue. Sweet Herb. From 1930 to 1940s, America went through one of its toughest times, but Herbie continued to cook barbecue, just not the sort of meats he was used to cooking. Sunday, December 7th, which will live in infamy, in 1941, the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor. But Sweet Herb knew that day what he had to do, what his country would want him to do. To continue making delicious barbecue for the troops' wives, and to give them that special meat. In 1956, the king of rock and roll debuted a man named Elvis Presley. But when Elvis stopped by the small town of Elwood, Kansas, he asked Herb if he could make him pizza. But old Herb wasn't sure on pizza, but he did know barbecue. So that day, Herb invented barbecue pizza.
Hey Herb, you gonna make me some of that barbecue pizza over there, bud?
The 70s and 80s were revolutionary times for America. Vietnam, disco, the computer was invented. Michael Jackson went from being black to white. One constant during those years was Sweet Herb's barbecue. Except Herbie's appearance did change, which people around him, mainly his mother, consider a rough patch during his short life. People wonder if drugs, or a little bit of the drinky played a role in his changing looks. On November 3rd, 1992, Bill Clinton was elected president, and the country would thrive for the next 8 years, and so did Sweet Herb's. Even a sex scandal on January 26, 1998, where Bill denied sexual relations with that woman, in which Bill claims he was telling the truth. And with the pic of old Monica under the desk that was just discovered, we can see Monica was just hungry, and Bill kept her nice and stuffed. Sweet Herb has gone through a lot in his short life, from dinosaurs to black plagues, wars, assassinations, bullets, hair bands, drugs, and the list goes on and on. But the one thing in Herb's life that has stayed constant was delicious cherrywood smoked barbecue. And that, my friends, will never, ever, ever, ever change.
If you're going to San Francisco, be sure to wear